Yeah, welcome back. We are still on question tag. We continue from rule 4. All right? Yes. And rule 4 says when letters is used or when it is used in the contracted form, you understand the meaning of contraction in English? When you use comma or apostrophe rather to separate, two words and you compress them together. All right? For example, isn't, weren't, can't, they are said to be contracted, shan't instead of shall not, and all that. Then, whenever you use let us or in the contracted form less, as you find the apostrophe here, as used in the statements, then shall is always used in the question tag. For example, let's go. Not shouldn't we, let's go, shall we? All right, let's go, shall we? Let's sweep the class, shall we? Let's eat our food, shall we? Let us live, shall we? All right, so anytime you use let us, whether in the full form as it is written now or in the contracted form as it is here now with apostrophe, all right, then shall we or shall must always what follow. All right, as we find here. Okay, then we have rule 5. Rule 5 says that the auxiliary verb, all right, is always repeated in the what tag. What is an auxiliary verb? An auxiliary verb is that verb that assists the modal, that assists the lexical or main verb. All right, yes, but in the absence of a lexical verb, an auxiliary verb can serve as the main verb. For example, he is coming. He is there is auxiliary, it's only helping the main verb coming. All right, but in the absence of a lexical or main verb, then the auxiliary verb can take over and function as the main verb or lexical verb. For example, she's here. All right, since is the only verb that is there, so it is functioning as a main or lexical verb. Okay, then the rule here says that anytime auxiliary verb is what used in the statement, it must be repeated in the word tag. So I have examples of auxiliary verbs on the board: is, am, was, were, are. And we talk about the modal auxiliaries here, like can and could. They are said to be modal. Has, have, had, all of them are said to be modal auxiliary verbs. Okay, so anytime they are used, all right, they must be repeated in the words in the tag, as we have here. He is a good boy. All right, this is easier in the statement as an auxiliary verb, so it is repeated again in the tag. So he's a good boy, isn't he? All right. You cannot say wasn't he, because the same auxiliary verb and the tense must be repeated. Okay, yes, so he's a good boy, isn't he? You can't say does he not. There is no other form that you can use apart from that is there. Okay, then you have example 2 here that says they are not beautiful. All right, are they? They are not beautiful. All right, are they? You see are. All right, here, as you also find there. Okay, are is here. Okay, are as an auxiliary verb is here. Then I said when it is used in the main statements, it must be repeated in the tag. And it's true, we are following the rules. They are not beautiful, are they? So are is here, and of course it is repeated. All right, there. And don't forget what our rule states generally, that whenever a statement is positive, the tag is what? Negative. And when the statement is what? Negative, the tag is positive. So here we can see this statement is what? Positive. So the tag that follows is what? Negative. Then here we can say that this statement is what? Negative. So the tag that follows is what? Positive. All right. So let's look at the last example here we have on the board. That says the children were not serious. The children were not serious. Were they? All right. You can't say when they. The children were not serious. Okay. Yes, the were here is repeated again. Okay. And again, the reason why you are using were they, all right, is that already the statement itself is what? Negative. Okay. So it must carry a positive tag. Don't forget our rule that says a tag is positive when it doesn't carry not. But if the statement comes this way, the children were serious, then the tag will be wearing they, all right? Wearing they, okay? The children were serious. Wearing they, okay? Yes. So that's that. So in our next class, we continue from rule 6.